you everyone for joining us this morning. We're excited this time of year as we have the UNCL championship coming up in about a week. Weather's beautiful and it's going to be a great week out at Raleigh Country Club. We're really looking forward to it. We have been doing this the last few years to raise awareness. A few ground rules, just line until we open things up for questions. Link afterwards. I think Phil should be able to give you permission. Phil Bridges is hosting for us. And anything that we didn't cover, feel free to reach out to me later. I'm happy to answer additional questions or set up additional interviews. And if you haven't made it out to Raleigh Country Club yet and you want to get out there, either this week or next week as things get going, I'm happy to help arrange that as well. And we'll get going. Brian Caruso is tournament director for the UNCL championship. I'm going to hand it to him and let him kick things off with a discussion of some things that are new with this year's tournament.
Thank you, Alan. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate you being with us, covering this great event, showcasing what we do here for our city and with one of the best professional sporting events in the state of North Carolina. So we appreciate your support. We're very excited to be hosting the third edition of the UNCL Championship presented by Stitch at Raleigh Country Club. It's a beautiful course, one of the best in North Carolina. And, you know, the PGA Championship was a great success over in Charlotte, but now North Carolina focuses its attention to Raleigh's major. And if you do remember, Scotty Scheffler, who won that tournament, played here a few years ago, so you never know who's going to pass through town here in Raleigh on their way to the PGA Tour. So we announced earlier this year our commitment to this event and to the community by extending our title sponsorship through 2027. We're thrilled to do that for our community and are firmly rooted here at Raleigh Country Club as our host venue. I'd like to quickly thank our over 100 local and regional sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, Stitch, and our premier partners, Brasfield and Gorey, the Hurricanes, Gregory Poole, and First Citizens Bank. Couldn't do it without their support. It would go without saying that we couldn't do this tournament without our volunteers. I'd like to thank our over 700 volunteers for everything that they do. We'd like people to know that it's not too late to sign up. It's a great crew. It's a great culture. And they help us make this tournament one of the best on tour and be able to do what we do for charity. So we'd like to get the message that volunteering is still open. And so we're thrilled to be hosting 156 of the world's best professionals right here, including Chesson and others locally, Austin Greaser, Carter Jenkins, a lot of local representation. Kieran Van Wyck from College of Charleston, I see he has just joined us. We'll talk to them in a minute. But it's a week-long event for us here that we're putting on, and we're very excited about what we have for the public and for our sponsors this year. So quickly, some updates for this year, some things that sponsors can expect to see. We always like to try to keep things new and fresh for people that like to attend every year. Starting on Wednesday, we have our Pro-Am. That's where companies can buy a team where they play with the actual professionals on Wednesday. We still have a few teams available for that event if people would like to get involved. On Thursday this year, we have a new opportunity, half price tickets on Thursday. So grounds tickets and clubhouse tickets are half price if people would like to come out on Thursday. On Friday this year, we have new Collegiate Friday theme. So that will be free admission for anyone with a college ID, contest prizes. We'll encourage people to wear their team colors, and we'll have discounted food and beer on Collegiate Friday. On Saturday this year, that's UNC Health Day, featuring the Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes will be doing an encore scavenger hunt. That'll be a lot of fun. One really neat thing that we have this year on Saturday is a $10,000 hole-in-one giveaway, fan giveaway presented by Delta Dental. So that means if you're on site here Saturday, you can get registered at the Delta Dental of North Carolina tent. And if a pro makes a hole-in-one and you're registered, you'll be eligible to win that prize presented by Delta Dental. So pretty neat contest on Saturday. We're also hosting this year a women's summit on Saturday. That event is called In Her Element in partnership with Carolina's For Her. Tickets, there's still a few tickets available for that event. It'll be a panel, it'll be golf instruction, really a lot of fun. Those tickets are available through our website as well. One thing to note, on Saturday, we're scheduling with the tour about a 3:30 p.m. finish, a little earlier than normal. There's a concert at Walnut Creek that evening. So we'll wrap up at around 3:30 Saturday, let people get on with their day, get to the concert if they'd like to. And then Sunday, as we've done in the past, Service Appreciation Day presented by First Citizens Bank. We'll have military on site and free admission for first responders and military members. So a lot happening throughout the week, whether you're a golf fanatic or not. All 4 days we'll have two roosters here. They just wrapped up a naming contest for a custom flavor, ice cream flavor, that I think was released. I hope I'm not breaking this news, but that's called the Caddy Snack. That's an exclusive flavor to our tournament that people can check out here. We'll have frozen drinks by the Slush. They do really colorful, flavorful drinks on the 15th hole. We've got frozen sangrias, mimosas, other things happening. So lots of things for kids, lots of things for people to do with their families as well as friends to come see us. So we're really excited about this year. It's our third year here, as I mentioned. I think people are understanding how much fun it is to come here and watch these world-class professionals. So that'll be here before we know it. Now I'd like to introduce Aaron Edwards, who until recently worked in the system operations at UNC Health. Now project management. Aaron?
Brian, thank you. Yes, I'm so proud to be part of the small and dedicated team working on the North Carolina Children's Project. In late January, Duke and UNC Health announced that they would be combining their two programs and building upon their their legacies of excellent clinical care, academic, and research, and combining their two programs together to build a world-class pediatric health system right here in the Triangle. And you may not know that North Carolina does not have a freestanding independent children's hospital. It's the largest state without its own children's hospital. And that means that there are far too many kids that need to leave the state today to access the life-saving subspecialty care that they need. Well, we're looking to fix all of that. And this is certainly an ambitious project. We're planning to build 500 inpatient beds, a dedicated pediatric behavioral health hospital, outpatient clinics, and a surgical center, as well as facilities for academics and teaching. This is going to be a big campus that will be focused in every aspect on caring for kids and for their families. So simply put, this is going to save lives and really be a tremendous economic driver for the region. Not only will there be many construction jobs as we move towards opening, but once North Carolina Children's opens, which should be sometime in the early 2030s, we anticipate that it will employ about 8,000 folks. So this is a once-in-a-generation project that will be a critical part of the state's infrastructure designed to make future generations of North Carolinians healthy. So thanks to Duke and UNC, there are teams at both institutions working really hard to make this happen. Thanks to our legislators who have already invested in this ambitious project. And thanks to UNC Health Championship for allowing North Carolina Children's to be a beneficiary for the second year in a row. And for those watching and listening, I want to personally invite you to come out to UNC Health Championship. You heard from Brian what a great time this is going to be, but also it's your chance to be a part of making this dream a reality. So thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Aaron. The tournament is thrilled to be supporting that fantastic project, and as well as supporting other local nonprofits in the area. It's been the foundation of this tournament for a long time. So thank you for telling us more about that project. Now I'd like to introduce Kieran Van Wyck, who earlier this month, Kieran earned the top spot in the final APGA collegiate rankings. And by doing so, earning an exemption into the championship here. Kieran plays at College of Charleston. And so we're thrilled to be welcoming him as he makes his pro debut here at the championship. So thank you, Kieran, for being with us and saying a few words about your journey here into professional golf.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to get my professional career going. A big thank you to APGA and their collegiate ranking system, which has afforded me this opportunity along with UNC Health. And yeah, like I said, I'm excited to get going. This has been a lifelong dream for me. Coming all the way from South Africa, always had a dream, to play in the US, and I've been fortunate to put myself in these environments, play a couple PGA Tour events, but such like Corn Ferry, this will be my first one, so very excited to get going.
Well, we're very excited to have you representing UNC Health and College of Charleston. We know you'll have a fantastic week and hope that our fans will come and support you on your professional debut. So very exciting. Thanks for being with us. Now I'd like to introduce Chesson Hadley, a man that maybe here doesn't need any introduction. Chesson is a Raleigh native. He won our championship in 2013. He's gone on to great success on the PGA Tour. He recently sounded the siren at the Carolina Hurricanes game. So some of their success, I think, would have to be attributed to him for doing that. We're very excited to have him returning here to Raleigh to play in his hometown. So Chesson, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Yeah, very happy to head back, sleep in my own bed, and play in a golf tournament. I don't get to do that very often, and obviously have some amazingly fond memories competing at the Rex and the UNC Health Championships. So looking forward to it. New venue this year for me, at least at Raleigh Country Club. I've been playing out there the last couple of weeks. Is in phenomenal shape, and just looking forward to the opportunity.
Thanks, Chesson. We're all looking forward to seeing you play again. Kieran, thank you for being here. All right, media folks, we'd love to open it up to questions you have for the players or Brian or Aaron, and feel free to raise your hand or just come off mute.
Chip Alexander's got his hand raised.
Chip, go right ahead, man.
Yeah, I wanted to first congratulate Chesson Hadley for speaking to the media, in that not all golfers seem to be wanting to do that these days. and no, and just ask him a little bit about coming back to Raleigh. I guess even though it won't be at Wakefield, this will be like a home game for you. And just where do you feel like your career is now? I guess you're like 37, and just how do you feel like this could really have a big, be a big boost for you to play well here?
Yeah, great question. I guess this is my 12th year on tour. Obviously had a couple years on the Corn Ferry as well. It's been a little slow of late. The last year or so, I haven't played my best golf. Made a few changes. Went and saw a new swing coach lately, and I had a nice finish a couple weeks ago in Myrtle Beach on the PGA Tour, and it's kind of shed some light on some things, kind of livened me, kind of reinvigorated some things I was missing. This game can be pretty lonely, and just when you're playing some bad golf, it just kind of everything's just doesn't feel great. So I'm excited, especially coming to Raleigh and playing in the UNC Health Championship. Obviously, great vibes and memories there. So I really feel like this could be a huge catapult for me in the rest of the year, and hopefully for years to come. So it's done that in the past. So I'm looking forward to next week.
Will you be at the hockey game tonight?
Man, a buddy of mine invited me, but my wife has a date night, and so I've got the kids. We got a projector, and we're gonna have a bonfire, or a fire pit, and put it outside. We got the neighbors coming over. Think I might Maybe I'll is it Two Roosters? Maybe I'll go find some Two Roosters ice cream and just make a night of it. I'll be watching though, that's for sure.
Peter, go ahead.
Chess and Peter Katropis, it's been a while. I hope all's well. I had a chance to get out to Raleigh Country Club the other day. It's probably the best setup I've seen in the last 3 years right now, in my opinion, being the amateur golfer that I am. But knowing the course as you do, having grown up in the area, how do you see this course setting up for your game and potentially giving you that potential boost for, getting to that top of the leaderboard and keeping it and raising a crystal on Sunday?
Yeah, great question. It has been a minute, Peter. Good to hear from you again. The course is excellent. In my tenure on the Corn Ferry Tour, there are not a lot of courses that challenge you the way that Raleigh Country Club does. I would say that this is big boy golf. There's long irons, long par threes, long par fives. In the greens, the approach shots and the putting and short game around the greens is very challenging, and so this course will be a great test for myself and for everybody. So I do, I think it sets up great for me just because I've played it more than anybody else in the field. There's just something that's kind of the same thing at Wakefield. Like it's almost just like I have a one-shot advantage every day. I tee it up just from course knowledge over the years and playing there, and just the comfort level of being at home. So I'm really excited about next week. And like I said, I'm hoping it can just kind of push me over the edge to take off again.
Thanks. And I'll just do a follow-up and ask Kieran the same type of thing. How do you see the course for yourself? Have you been on it? Have you played it before? What are you looking forward to in taking on Raleigh Country Club with this event?
I haven't seen the golf course yet. I'll leave early next week to get a peek before that's when my prep would start. But I've heard great things about it. I've looked at the layout, and I think it's definitely a golf course that can suit my game. Hopefully it propels me to do good things next week, just the start of my career.
Chip, did you have another question?
Yeah, Alan, I was just going to ask Kieran as well, just his start in golf, just how he got started in golf in South Africa and the opportunities that were presented to him and how he reached this point to come to the States and play at the College of Charleston.
Yeah, so my dad introduced me to the game of golf. I was about 4 years old, and we started right about the same time. He was about 31. I was 4, and I have an older brother that's 7 as well. So we started right about at the same time in South Africa. It was always a goal of mine to come and play college golf. I was afforded that opportunity, as you heard, by College of Charleston, and yeah, I've really enjoyed my time being in the States. All the experiences that comes with playing college golf, and it's really molded me into a better player.
If I can throw in a question there for Brian. Brian, in terms of the tournament, we know Heavy Hearts last year, the start of it came with passing of Grayson Murray, but his parents have since launched a foundation. And knowing how Raleigh Country Club played into that, in his career, and like I said, is there anything that follows up with that, or something that folks can look at, or that's been followed up with the tour and the event, and just Raleigh Country Club in general, since it's that kind of year, that many of us will have memories of him at this tournament?
Yeah, Peter, thanks for asking that. Yeah, definitely last year was a challenging year. It was very difficult. I think we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary, and do have some things planned, as you mentioned. His family and friends have started the Grayson Murray Foundation to provide support and resources for people in need. They are going to be here on site on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, his parents and sister, I believe, giving information about their foundation and what they do. So it'll be great to have them back here. We are planning an honorary last tee time on Sunday, as we did last year. We're going to continue that tradition. So after the last group tees off on Sunday, we'll again have a presentation of the honorary tee time for Grayson, which we encourage everyone to put on their calendar to attend and be part of. That should be around 1:30, 2 o'clock on Sunday, depending on the tee times. So definitely we'll be having ribbons and keeping Grayson in our memory. And I think his foundation and his parents have done really great work to continue his legacy forward.
Thank you.
Ryan, we're about a week out. How do things look in terms of the setup, and do we have enough volunteers? Are we in good shape for this year?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this year. As we mentioned, the golf course looks fantastic for the players. It's definitely a challenge. This tournament was, if not the toughest, one of the toughest tests on the Korn Ferry Tour last year, with the winning score being 8 under par. So it's a chance for people to come out and watch the pros navigate a really difficult course, maybe hit some shots that they're used to hitting themselves in difficult conditions. But more than just the playability of it for the pros, you know, it's a great place to come, walk around, bring your family, friends. We have viewing areas for people to sit, no charge, to watch the golf. You can see across the entire property. You can see action in all directions. So the course and the experience is really second to none as far as watching professional golf goes, in my opinion. So we've got lots of things happening that I mentioned. Tickets are only $20 a day. Parking is free. Concessions by Empire Eats, they do great food, all very reasonably priced. So we this is an inclusive, affordable event for the entire city to come out and enjoy. So I think having a couple of years under our belt, the setup, the things we have available for the spectators, they'll really enjoy.
Fantastic. Other media questions? Happy to have you all chime in. Ryan, obviously we're going to be watching Kiernan make his debut and Chesson return home again. Are there other players with local connections that we should expect to see next week?
Yeah, there's always a lot of players with local connections, given the universities in the area. I expect that Carter Jenkins, who's been playing well, will be here competing. I mentioned Austin Greaser, who just turned pro from UNC. And you know, this is kind of the middle part of the season. They'll play Holston Hills, another McConnell property, the week prior. Come here right in the middle of the season. So all of the top players on the Korn Ferry Tour that have risen through the first half of the season, we expect them to be here. So always local guys to keep an eye on. But as we always say, you know, you may not recognize some of the names in the tournament now, but as I mentioned, guys like Scotty Scheffler and some of the top pros in the world have passed through town. So it's a chance to see them ascend and say, you know, I saw them at the UNCH Championship before they go on to win on the PGA Tour or a major the following year.
Alan, I'm going to throw in another question there for Chesson real quick. Chesson, with how the changes have been made with the tour, Korn Ferry Tour, etc., you know, getting a win, and like Brian mentioned, this time of the season, this tournament's always been held at a time when it's been on the upswing for a player. And like you pointed out, you know, a win here could really play well into moving forward. How has the tour changed, the Korn Ferry Tour? You know, just even one win, let alone a battleground promotion type of thing, winning 3 tournaments or whichever. How's the structure changed or adjusted to become easier or even tougher to get back up there on a steady basis for a player on tour, on Korn Ferry Tour?
Yeah, great question. Since the last time I played on the Korn Ferry Tour, it was based upon money is how you graduated from you know, the Korn Ferry Tour to the PGA Tour. Now all the purses are the same. They're all $1 million, and it's a points-based system like the FedEx Cup is on the PGA Tour. So that's different. But this year it's incredibly important to be to get your card through the Corn Ferry Tour, because next year the amount of cards they're only giving out 100 PGA Tour cards this year versus 125, which they have done in the past. So playing well on the Corn Ferry Tour, playing here in Raleigh is even more important for me and for everyone, really, for Kieran. And so game's feeling good. Weather looks great. Canes are in the playoffs. I mean, it's just we're all dialed in here.
Thanks.
Any other questions from the media? Peter, thank you. Chip, you set?
I'm good, Alan. Thanks.
All right. I know y'all have a lot going on. As we've mentioned with Canes in the playoffs, everything is centered on the ice at the Lenovo Center tonight. But hopefully next week, people think about the outdoors and getting out to Raleigh Country Club. We appreciate everyone joining us. Aaron, thank you for your remarks about North Carolina Children's. We're proud to support that project with the UNCL Championship this year and looking ahead. As I said, anyone has any questions or requests from the media, please feel free to reach out to me over the next few days, early next week, and we'll look forward to seeing you out at the 2025 UNCL Championship. Brian, anything else to add before we wrap up?
No, I think that's great, Alan. We do appreciate everyone giving us the spotlight and letting people in our community know what a great event this is, and we hope everyone comes out and sees it.
Thank you all. Have a great week, and see you next week.